In this video, we will show you the assembly of a mechanical system inside the box. The mechanism will allow a small ball to go down the path. Some parts will require servomotors to fulfill their function, while the servomotors will need a microbit pack that we will have to program to work correctly. First of all, we will start by assembling the box, which contains the path that the ball will take. For the assembly, we will need the following materials. For the assembly, we will follow the assigned measurements. Just use a pencil and a ruler to mark the measurements on the cardboard. We can also go over the measurements with a felt tip pen or a similar to make them more visible. Now we have to cut along the previously marked lines. We can use scissors or a cutter. If you use the cutter, we recommend to add a layer of cardboard underneath to protect the workbench. Now it's time to glue the box. Before we glue the parts of the truck, we will assemble the servomotors. So, in addition to servomotors, we will need the following parts and tools. First, we mount the catapult. The servomotors will be placed inside the part, while we will put the impeller on the servo axis. Then, we will screw the catapult next to the impeller pointing to the indicated direction. The second servomotor will be placed in the same way in the piece. We will only have to place the gear on the axis of the servomotor. Now we will use the rest of the pieces to assemble them in the box and make the root. We will start with the top gear rail, which goes in the top right corner. Before gluing the piece, we will insert its corresponding gear rack. Now we glue the servomotor that activates the gear, fitting it so that side of the gear aligns with the second gear rack teeth. Next, attach the lower rail and the lower gear rack so that the gear fits between the teeth. On the left side, located laterally next to the lower rail, we will glue the spiral to which we will place the funnel, which we will face in the direction of the rail. Next, it's time to put the servomotor of the catapult. It is very important to take into account that the spoon must be just below the spiral. Before connecting all the wiring, the LED and the photoresistor must be fitted. The photoresistor is placed in a small piece, glued under the spoon of the catapult where the pins enter from below, while the LED is placed joined to the spiral and the pins enter through the two small holes. Objects must be soldered with their respective pins. We will follow the model in the manual to connect all the wiring to prepare the servomotors for operation. We will use the tweezers that go to the microbit board. A micro USB to USB to transfer data will be needed to connect the board to the software. To run the programmed event, download the file and copy it to the microbit disk. When the board receives voltage, it will distribute power to the servomotors. We will follow the model Once the file has been copied to the micro:bit driver, we only need to switch on the power supply. As soon as start, the right move, pushing the ball into the spiral, causing it to fall to the spoon, which will be activated because the ball will cover the light that the photoresistor detects.